Hi, this is Scott with eTrailer. Today we're going to take a look at and install the Blue Ox Patriot Braking System for 2024 Jeep Wrangler 4xe. The Patriot Braking System that we have in our 4xe today is a really great option for those that have a hybrid type vehicle, and these are kind of the go-to for that. They're also a really good option for anybody that has two vehicles. This is going to be a portable system that you can actually take out of your vehicle when you're not using, and it doesn't take up a whole lot of space, so putting it in your garage or even in the back of your Jeep is a really nice option for you. One of the things that I like about this being a portable setup is you're not permanently doing modifications to your Jeep just to get your braking system set up. So when you're doing that style, you're going to be changing a lot of things. You're going to have a cylinder on your brake pedal. You're going to have it screwed to the floor with a cable. You're going to have a control box and a whole lot of wiring to do. This is basically going to be a drop-in system where you're going to hook it to your pedal, plug it into constant 12-volt power, and basically plug in your breakaway switch and you're set to go. Now, as you can see, we don't have a motorhome hooked up to this today, but we did want to show you how our panel here works. And this is basically our controller that's going to be in our RV. Now, this is going to control all of your functions. You're going to be able to hit the brake from inside your RV. Say you just want to hit the brakes on your vehicle. This is going to transmit a signal back to your brakes, and it's going to hit that. You can see it did our manual brake. Now, this one is always going to be set on H for this, and this is because this is a hybrid. Now, you won't be able to change any of brake force at all because it's set on H. It's going to do all of that for you. Your brake system is going to come with a breakaway switch, and this is basically just a safety device. So if your vehicle were ever to have a breakaway incident, this is going to be able to pull out and activate your braking system inside your vehicle, stopping your vehicle. One of the things I like about this setup is how easy it is to just put in and out of your vehicle. Say you get to your destination, you're ready to just move your vehicle away from your RV. All you have to do is just unplug your breakaway switch, remove your 12-volt power supply, undo your pedal, and just pull that right out of the way. Now you can hop right in and drive it wherever you need to. Now, if you're looking to get into flat towing your Jeep, you're going to need 5 main components. You're going to need your base plate, you're going to need a tow bar, your tow bar wiring, a braking system, and your safety cables. So if you have any questions or comments about this braking system or any others, feel free to leave a comment down below and we'll work on getting an answer for you. Now, as far as installation for this unit, it's pretty straightforward and anybody can really do it. But if you don't have time, you can always take a look at our dealer locator and get something done for you locally. If you feel like installing it yourself, stick around, watch our video, and we'll help you get it installed. To start our installation, the first thing we're going to want to do is figure out where we're going to get our breakaway switch located. And for us, fortunately, we had a place to put ours on our setup for our base plates, so it worked out really good. It's right out here, really accessible. And then you're going to want to get your wire run. So you're going to be able to have this where it's separate. You're going to have your wire separate. Just get this plugged in and get it routed up and back towards the firewall. As you can see, we come back and we went up and over. This is just hanging loose for now until we get our final fit with our wiring all done. We went up to next to the side of our radiator, over and back, tied off to a couple things up over here, up over the top of our gearbox for our steering, and then worked our way up, and there we'll have a grommet on the firewall up there where we ran our wire through. And we came up here, and you can see this is where our grommet is that we went through, and then into the firewall, into the inside of our vehicle. Now you can see on the inside of our vehicle, the grommet that we went through. We just removed the grommet and drilled a hole through it, and we ran our wires through. And after we're all done, get everything set up the way we want it, we can put silicone over that hole and seal it all back up. Now what we want to do is get our unit set into our vehicle. So what we want to do is we have our claw here, and this is going to clamp around our pedal. So what we want to do is get that opened up and let that lock open. And that's going to make it easier for us to get it installed on our pedal. Now we'll take our unit and get it set in place. And when you go over your pedal, you want to make sure that the metal part of your pedal is in between these two top claws. So I like to go on with that first. And then once you get it over your pedal, sitting where you want it, you just push the small button and it's going to lock in place. Now when we're putting this in, we want to make sure we don't use our unit with our floor mat because we don't want it to be sliding around on the floor mat, so you always want to remove that. Now with the feet, you just kind of want to get them. I have ours set to the, I would say, in the medium position, so that seems to be a good place for us. Now I'm just going to go ahead and get our 12-volt supply plugged in underneath, and we'll get our breakaway switch plugged in as well. And this will give us power to our unit. Now, once we do that, we can move our seat forward. We don't want too much pressure on it. We just kind of want it up to it. We don't want it to push forward on it because we don't want it putting any drag on our pedal. So you want a little bit of play there. That looks good there. Now we can power it on. Got blue and green. Now we can hit setup. It's going to automatically cycle. Now once we have the all green, that means it likes the way it's set up and everything is correct. Now after we have everything set in place and everything's adjusted where we want it, we don't have an RV with us today, so we have our monitor plugged into our power box. And one of the important things with this being a 4xe, is it is a hybrid. So we want to have our force set to H. That is very important with these. So that's just something you're going to have to do in your setup. You can just get your force button and you can change that and just scroll down and it'll take you to H, and that's the one you want to be on for this vehicle. With that, that'll do it for our look at our install of our Blue Ox Patriot for 2024 Jeep Wrangler 4xe. I'm Scott with eTrailer, and thanks for watching.